Good morning everyone, hope everyone is well and playing some good golf. Time to provide a bit of a course update. I'm just out here on our 18th fairway. As you can sort of see from behind me, we've had some pretty good recovery in this fairway, so that's 2 weeks today sort of that we finished the 18th fairway. Yeah, no, that I'm really happy with the way that's recovering. It's probably recovered a little bit quicker than probably anticipated, which has been good. So with saying that, obviously we've done the 10th and the 14th and the 18th fairway here. We're going to do one more fairway. Just feel the recoveries have been really good, and it'll lead quite well into a couple of sort of events that we've got coming up in December. We'll get a recovery into those, and then following those couple of events in December, we'll scarify the other 3 fairways, the 11th, the 13th and the 17th. And again, we'll get really good recovery leading into the New South Wales Amateur. So New South Wales Amateur the last week in January. Following the New South Wales Amateur, we've got our lime planting as it was scheduled. So it's the first week of February, providing we don't get any massive rainstorms like we did last year. But the first week of February is scheduled for that. So obviously we changed it up a little bit this year. We did all the scarifying leading before the lime planting. Just means we'll get a really good recovery before the cooler months, and yeah, the surfaces won't be as damaged as they were on the front nine following that process. So again, we're still lime planting in the first week of February. So yeah, the only other thing that we'll be working on the fairways, other than the general maintenance and grooming, is we'll spray out some of the winter grass on the front 9 fairways. Obviously we've had quite a bit of germination, sort of following a little bit of the scarifying process and leading into those cooler months. So we'll spray it out in the coming week, and then moving forward we'll just make a couple of adjustments to our pre-emergent program. So the pre-emergence, trying to prevent any winter grass germination. We just need to close those windows up. Some of the chemistry that we've used, you normally get quite a sort of 6 to 8 months control out of it, whereas we're only getting nearly 4 months control out of it. So we just need to tighten those windows up and do our best to try and prevent any sort of any pyrannua germination. So and then the teas, 3 weeks following the teas there, really happy with the way again they've recovered and the process in that as well. They cleaned up really nicely, again leveled them out quite good, and the growth that we're getting in them now at the moment is really good too. So they're probably 90% recovered in there. So in the next couple of weeks they'll be fully grown in. Barring 1 or 2 sort of spots where it was a little bit more aggressive than we would have liked. So the cooch surfaces are starting to move along. So the cool season areas, so our greens and collars, have performed pretty comfortable over the last sort of 2 weeks. So just the smoothness is back into them and the firmness has been there. Obviously we had that sort of reasonable rain event. We had sort of 160 mil for that couple of weeks. So they've sort of got through that quite nicely. But now we move into the highest pressure sort of season in a way. Obviously temperatures increase, humidity increases, and also with all of that we sort of our watering increases as well. So we do a lot of hand watering as scheduled, like we did last year. We just can't rely on the automatics to do the job, so we need to do the hand watering, but also we're able to get water to where we want to, and keep firmness in them. So smoothness and firmness are probably some of the keys that we're always trying to manage as much as we can. So but yeah, been happy with the way they've been performing over the last couple of weeks. Again, we're sort of just waiting for those mowers to arrive. They'll sort of, like I said, got that groom tendering reels in them. That'll really help sort of fine the leaf up, and just improve the trueness in them a little bit better. So they're due for arrival sort of mid to to late November. So, but on that, everything else is moving along pretty well. Sort of been spraying a fair bit of the landscape areas. It had quite a lot of weed germination come up through that. Just, you know, obviously we had quite a bit of rain the back end of winter and back end of spring, which has brought on quite a bit of weed germination. So we're nearing completion of that now. And then, you know, the next couple of months we just move into, again, our general maintenance. So next week, like I said, we've got the 16th fairway to scarify. We've got the winter grouse to control, and the front 9 fairways, and also put a solid tine through the greens. So again, we probably, with the solid tining or aeration, we need to be doing that every probably 4 to 6 weeks. It just sort of helps with, you know, water moving through the profile, helps with oxygen, available oxygen for the plant, and just, yeah, sort of a little bit of decompaction, sorry, yeah. So yeah, we'll do that, and sort of following that we put out some calcium based products as well. So calcium based products just help sort of clean up any of the sort of chlorides and the bicarbonates that we have and sodium issues that we have from our irrigation water. So yeah, all in all, that's what's been happening out on the course, and that's what we've got coming up. So yeah, great to see everyone out here. Happy golfing.